Welcome to AZ Automotives Review, the place where machines meet passion, and where we explore not just vehicles of speed and luxury, but also the titans of industry, the mechanical giants that shape skylines and move the world forward. Today, we turn our attention to one of the most powerful and awe-inspiring feats of engineering ever created, a machine built not for roads or racetracks, but for lifting the impossible and conquering the challenges of construction on the grandest scale. This is the crawler crane, a true beast of burden, and a symbol of raw mechanical strength combined with precision engineering. When you look at a crawler crane, you're not just seeing a machine. You're looking at decades of innovation, trial and error, and relentless pursuit of one goal: lifting heavier, reaching higher, and doing it safely and reliably. These machines are more than just tools, they're partners in the creation of cities, bridges, power plants, and megastructures. Without them, our skylines would look very different, and many of the marvels we take for granted simply wouldn't exist. So, let's dive deep into what makes the crawler crane such a fascinating piece of engineering. Unlike mobile cranes or truck-mounted units, the crawler crane is built on a set of crawler tracks, those heavy-duty treads that immediately remind you of military tanks. These tracks are not just for looks, they give the crane the stability and mobility needed to operate in environments where no ordinary wheels could survive. Soft ground, muddy construction sites, uneven terrain, this is where the crawler crane feels at home. It crawls steadily, slowly, but with an unstoppable presence, carrying the weight of hundreds of tons as though it were nothing. At the heart of every crawler crane is its lifting system, a combination of steel cables, hydraulic mechanisms, and lattice booms that extend like mechanical skeletons into the sky. The lattice boom design isn't just about aesthetics, it's a marvel of physics. The triangular truss structure gives it immense strength while keeping it relatively lightweight compared to a solid beam. This is why crawler cranes can reach incredible heights and lift mind-boggling loads without collapsing under their own weight. To put things into perspective, some of the largest crawler cranes in the world can lift over 3,000 tons in a single hoist. Imagine that for a moment, 3,000 tons. That's the weight of more than 500 African elephants, or roughly the combined weight of 8 fully loaded Boeing 747 jumbo jets. And the crawler crane doesn't just lift it, it does so with precision, placing heavy components exactly where they need to be, sometimes hundreds of feet above the ground. But lifting is only one part of the story. Control is equally important. Modern crawler cranes are equipped with advanced computer systems that monitor every movement, every angle, and every load in real time. Operators sit in climate-controlled cabins, surrounded by displays and joysticks, where every small movement of their hand translates into the massive motion of the crane's boom and hook. These systems ensure safety, because in the world of heavy lifting, even the smallest miscalculation can have catastrophic consequences. Yet, as massive as they are, crawler cranes are surprisingly versatile. They can be fitted with different boom configurations, including heavy-duty booms for maximum lifting power, luffing jibs for reaching up and over obstacles, and even specialized attachments for offshore construction. This adaptability is why crawler cranes are a common sight not only on land-based megaprojects, but also in shipyards, oil rigs, and wind farm installations. Wherever humanity dares to build, chances are, a crawler crane is standing nearby, quietly doing the heavy lifting. One of the most remarkable aspects of crawler cranes is their assembly and transportation. These machines don't just roll onto a site ready to work. Instead, they arrive in parts, massive components loaded on dozens of trucks. Once on site, smaller cranes and workers assemble the crawler crane piece by piece, often taking days or even weeks to fully erect a giant. It's like building a mechanical skyscraper before you can build the actual skyscraper. And once the project is finished, the process is reversed, dismantling the crane and transporting it to the next site. This level of logistical planning shows just how monumental these machines truly are. Now let's talk about power. A crawler crane is driven by an immense diesel engine, often delivering thousands of horsepower. This power doesn't translate into speed, because crawler cranes aren't built to race. Instead, it translates into torque, into the slow, deliberate, unstoppable force needed to lift loads that would crush ordinary machinery. When you hear the deep rumble of its engine and see the boom rise into the sky, you understand why construction crews often call it the king of the site. Everything else revolves around it. But beyond the technicalities, there's a certain poetry to watching a crawler crane at work. The slow lift of a gigantic load, the careful swing of the boom, the almost graceful lowering of a steel beam into place, it's like watching a dance between machine and man, a choreography of strength and precision. It's a reminder that engineering is not just about brute force, but about control, calculation, and trust in the machine you operate. Crawler cranes have also played vital roles in some of the world's greatest engineering achievements. From the construction of the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, to massive suspension bridges, to nuclear power plants and offshore wind farms, these machines have been there, silently ensuring that every steel beam, every concrete module, and every turbine blade is lifted and placed exactly where it belongs. Without them, these projects would be impossible. But it's not just about size and strength, it's also about safety. The crawler crane industry has evolved with strict regulations and innovations that ensure not only the protection of workers, but also the longevity of the machine itself. Features like automatic load moment indicators, anti-collision systems, and stability monitors are now standard, ensuring that the risks of accidents are minimized. And with the increasing integration of digital technology, future crawler cranes are expected to feature AI-assisted controls, predictive maintenance systems, and even semi-autonomous operation. From a financial perspective, crawler cranes represent massive investments. Renting one can cost tens of thousands of dollars per day, depending on its capacity. Yet companies willingly pay this price because they know that no other machine can perform these tasks with the same level of reliability. In a way, the crawler crane is not just a piece of equipment, it's an asset that determines whether a billion-dollar project stays on schedule or falls behind. It's fascinating to think about how far cranes have come. From the simple wooden pulleys of ancient civilizations, powered by men and animals, to these towering steel giants powered by engines and electronics, the evolution of lifting technology is a story of human ambition. And crawler cranes are the pinnacle of that story, a machine designed not just to meet the needs of today, but to push the boundaries of what's possible tomorrow. For those of us who love machines, whether they're cars, planes, or industrial giants like the crawler crane, the fascination lies in the same principle: power, performance, and purpose. The crawler crane embodies all three. It doesn't have the speed of a sports car or the elegance of a luxury yacht, but what it does have is unmatched power, and the ability to make the impossible possible. So next time you see a crawler crane towering above a construction site, take a moment to appreciate it. Behind those steel tracks and massive booms is a masterpiece of engineering, a symbol of human determination, and a silent giant shaping the world around us. It may not roar down highways or fly through the skies, but in its own way, it's every bit as impressive as the fastest car or the most luxurious aircraft. This has been AZ Automotives Review, where machines of all kinds take the spotlight. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of crawler cranes, make sure to stay tuned, because our journey through engineering marvels never stops. From the roads to the seas, from the skies to the construction site, we'll continue bringing you the stories of the machines that move us, inspire us, and redefine what's possible.